Hi, it's Nongon, and today we're playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey for the PS4. It's a speed platinum run. We're trying to get the trophies as quickly as possible. Current time to beat's 3 days, 12 hours, so this is pretty long and challenging. As always, I do this for two reasons. One, you can use these strategies, beat my time. It's cool to be number one at something, even if it's a little silly thing like this. If you don't care about time, just want an easier path to platinum, you can use these strategies as well. As always, I will warn you, there are spoilers ahead for both story and combat. I can't do this video without it, so that's what we got. This is part 2 of the actual run itself. We're picking up right where we left off at the end of part 1. We are 4.5 hours in. We just finished Pericles Symposium in Athens. We've got 13 trophies done, and we've worked this far on all the stuff that the counter says that going towards the platinum. Before we leave Athens and head out for the story, we're going to do one little gambit with a bunch of missions. It's a good time to do it. We're going to catch and kill the master. He's one of the cultists. In order to do that, you're going to have to do a bunch of missions, the Yellow Quest missions. That is citizenship test, welcome home, free speech, and on a high horse in Athens. And then you will go southeast and do a life's worth as well. Socrates will be there and do that. While you're doing that, you can get Hermippos, another cultist. You can definitely work on message board quests. I knocked out 2. And then I also got a couple more mercenaries. When you leave Athens, head southeast, you get an underwater objective here, 4 ancient tablets here, and then go down and do a life's worth and finally kill the master cultist. After that, before you leave, head directly south. There is one more cultist. It's Oiktos the Great. And that will do it for this area. We're ready to head out. At some point, you want to run by a blacksmith and sell all the crap you've been picking up. You're going to need about $15,000 for Xenia when you get to the Pirate Island. So to go ahead and sell that and make sure you got $15K in the bank. Otherwise, you got to do quests for her. Quick check of my message board quest showed me a nearby one that was a bounty on a mercenary. Done. And then we're going to head to the island of Chios to meet Xenia. This island itself has one underwater objective here and another cultist here. She's in a cave, so watch out for that. Make sure to activate this viewpoint. You're going to use it at least 5 times, and then meet Xenia. Give her the 15,000 drachma that I told you about earlier, and you will be treated to a flashback. Before we do the next main story, though, we're going to work on a couple of blue quests, finally, the additional feats. The first one is the Daughters of Lalaia, or whatever it is. It's up here, just north of the Artemis quest. Go ahead and do it. It's all very linear. Just keep doing the blue quest after blue quest, and you'll get it eventually. At this point, I finally made the effort to check my status on the mercenary tier list to see if this guy was above me. As it turns out, I'm at top of tier 7, which means I moved up 13 spots so far, so we'll reconcile the counter to account for that. Of course, I went and killed this person because they were above me, so now we are 1 higher as well. Bottom of tier 6. Woo! Next up, we're going to go ahead and do another blue quest. It's on Illustris here. It's one of my favorites. One really, really bad day. Just can't do anything right today. I love it. So let's get it done. Our next target is the cultist Sotera in the southeast of Megaris. From here on out, we also want to focus on buying as much wood as we can with our every time we go to a blacksmith. So you'll need a lot, like 20,000 for your ship. From here, head directly south across the channel to kill cultist Bryson. There's a ruin further south on this island to get 4 more ancient tablets. And then you want to execute a perfect rock launch to the mainland back to the west. This will unfog the area and spawn a dock. Immediately travel to Andros to upgrade your spear. You've killed enough cultists, and then you can fast travel back to that dock that you just spawned. All right, next up, we're going to do a little multitasking. We're going to juggle 4 separate quest lines in this area. 2 are main quests. They're the other 2 things you need to find your mom and move on with the story. That first one is in Corinthia. It's the Anthousa quest line. It starts with to find a girl, and it ends with killing Monger, who is a cultist. The second main quest line is Hippokrates quest line in Argolis. It starts with first do no harm. It ends with killing Crisis, who is also a cultist. You will have an option here to save the baby or kill the baby. If you want to be nice, you can save the baby. You will have to kill Crisis in a separate mission. If you need to go fast like I am, you want to let the baby die. I know it's a jerk move, but you will kill the cultist quicker. The other 2 quests we'll be juggling here are blue quests from the additional feats DLC. That would be a brother's seduction. It starts right here. And the second one is divine intervention. That's that lady that thinks she's Athena, sending you all kinds of places. So do all the tasks for those 4. When you finish the 2 story missions, that will complete Chapter 5. You'll get From the Ashes, which I did at a time of 8 hours and 46 minutes. It took me about 5 more minutes to complete the Divine Intervention side quest. I just had to go turn it in. But my practice time was 9:17, so we're about a half an hour ahead. This was about a 3-hour split, and there are a bunch of additional things that you can do or that I did along the way. So let's go through those as well. The Mycenaean Lion is right by Chrysis. You'll need that for the Daughters of Artemis quest. There is a cultist that's not for any other quest in Argolis, right by where you start Hippokrates side quest, so get that done. We've got underwater objectives at the Prototype Trireme, the Phoebian Lagoon, and Erebanius Shipwreck. Sorry about the pronunciations. We have 4 locations that are ruins, although there are more on the way. Altar of the Cyclops, Ruined Temple of Zeus, Mycenae, and the Aesign Ruins. Those are all either close to or part of locations you got to go to. I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bounties that were completed here, so that's a good chunk. And some of those were on mercenaries. Speaking of mercenaries, towards the end here, I fought a lot of them. I didn't know who was higher and who was lower. I checked here, and I was at just before the top of Tier 6, right before I killed somebody that was above me. So that corresponds to 18 of the 38. Let's just go ahead and update that. I tried to hook up with one of the brothers from the Brothers Seduction and did not get Aphrodite's Embrace, which is when I finally learned during my run that that trophy does not count for DLC characters. Make sure you brown chicken, brown cow with somebody from the base game. I also started working on some of the ability trophies since I had some extra ability points. The first one was Death Veil. If you're sneaking up on somebody and they turn yellow and disappear, you're doing it right. Get 10 of those, you get this trophy. And then the other one was Rapid Fire. You need to get 10 kills with that particular active ability. So there you go. Whew, what a crazy 3 hours that was. We are going to continue on, though. We are still chugging. We're around 9 hours. We got all this stuff done. So let's keep going. Abandoned by the Gods is the next main story quest. It'll take you back into Athens. If you can unveil Nyx the Shadow here and go kill her, that means you will be finished with one entire cluster of cultists, so you get that trophy as well. Once that's done, follow the storyline. As soon as you escape Athens, you will get Democracy Falls, and that's the end of Chapter 6, or Episode 6. 9 hours and 5 minutes right now. It is time to go beat your mom. She's all the way over in the east, but sail there the long way. You want to stop right here on the way to this little island of Lestris. There's a underwater thing called the Whaling Cavern, but it doesn't actually count, so I don't know why I did it. But the important thing is, number 1, it's one of the hardest ones to get for Hermes Homie. Number 2, this quest up here on the top. Just talk to these guys, fight his subordinates, and then agree to take them on the ship. That is a very important first step to unlocking Xenia's side quest later, so make sure you do that. After that, head over to your mom and get started with this next chapter. So I got to make a quick apology here. For the next few hours, I had some capture difficulties with the video quality. You'll notice it's kind of smeared, and it's going to get worse for a little bit. And then I will have about 5 hours of stuff that I recorded on the PS5 while I was trying to fix it that will not show trophies popping because I don't know how to do that. So again, I apologize. Bear with me. I'll try to keep the video clips to a minimum and not so obnoxious. And then hopefully after that, when we get to Atlantis, we can get back to good video quality. But let's get back to the run. I knocked out a quick bounty on the way to meeting Mom. She's going to want to make life safe for the citizens of Naxos before she agrees to accompany you. So go do that. Go down and kill these guys on the beach. There's an underwater objective just south. 4 more ancient tablets right here on the deathbed of Adriadne. Then go down and kill these guys in the cave. I completed a contract that I've been working on for a while. Head to the second island, go to the quarry, and start taking everybody out. Woo! Complete objectives as well until the control of Athens gets down to low. That'll complete that part of the quest. You'll probably get in a ruckus with some mercenaries. Hopefully they're higher level than you. I'm actually up to 23 out of 38 for that. Almost at the top of Tier 5. Nice. Once the resources are down to low and the going down quest has been completed, you can go ahead and free that guy and then get out of there. He'll probably get himself killed. You'll fail that quest, but you can move on with the story. Head back to your mom's and she'll have you fight these 3 ships here, followed by these 4 ships here. You can complete these battles with the basic loadout for the Adressia, or if you would prefer to not get desynchronized all the time, you could upgrade just a little bit. It's not very hard on the first couple tiers on resources, so maybe don't use just the basic. Anyway, the last guy in that is Solanos, who is a cultist. He is also a leader of a, by default, nation with low resources, so you'll get that trophy War Master. We're going to move on. You can see your mom. She'll finally agree to go with you. She wants you to take her or meet her. I think she's on the ship at Sparta, but it is a long way away, and we're going to do a lot of things. It'll be a while before we come back to that. See you later, Mom. You should be able to mark and kill this cultist Asterion. He's on a ship just south of Skyros. On Skyros, you could start the Lost and Found Blue quest. That's Barnabas's quest. You'd be going a lot of places for him. Go ahead and do his first part with the lady with the pigs. Head directly east from there to the southern Sporides to tackle the lady in the cave. Oh, over here's a bounty on a pirate ship. Why not? Why not take him out? Another underwater objective on the way to the middle of the volcanic islands. That's the Palace of Infridi, by the way. That's an important one. Another underwater objective just south of that on the middle island. And directly east to meet the third objective of Barnabas' side quest, the Cyclops. Sadly, it is quicker to kill him than to let him live. I'm sorry you have to do it, but we're trying to go fast. Fast travel or sail to the eastern island and do the quest, the main quest there, and you will finally come to, surprise, Atlantis, and surprise, your real dad, who is Triangle Man for some reason. Whatever, at least you get a trophy out of it. After that, you're going to be forced to do some stuff as Layla, and then you can get back to controlling your own character. Talk to Barnabas on the ship to complete the next step of his quest. Then fast travel to the Pirate Islands to get a scene with Xenia. Now you can talk to her and start her treasure hunting. The first treasure is on the very southern tip of the Isle of Salamis, just west of Athens. You can go ahead and get there and do it right now. Turn it in when you're done to pick up the second treasure hunt, which is going to be on the southern tip of the Athens Peninsula, just east of Athens. I'm not going directly there, though. I saw this underwater objective with this dock right next to it, so we're going to go grab that first. Let's knock it out. So head over there, talk to these two people, then swim down and get the bracelet. We're not going to turn it in just yet. Instead, we're going to head to Kos with no E, just K-O-S. It's in the Southern Sporties. We're headed for the fort in the middle of the island where a side quest marker will pop up. We'll find that our buddy Markos has been captured and has himself a sugar mama. We'll do all of his quests. Probably get stuck fighting a bunch more mercs, but eventually we'll be victorious. Everybody benefits trophy. Right now we're at 11 hours and 15 minutes into our run. Not bad. Next stop's up north to Macedonia. We're going to do the First Blade DLC, at least the first chapter of it. You're going to start with a fiery prologue and then meet Darius and Natakis. As a general rule, you don't have to do much extra stuff here, but there are 5 Orders of the Ancient, which are basically just DLC cultists, and there are 2 clues in the hideout here. Talk to Natakis to shoot some pigs with them. And before you start anything else, find and start this quest called Dead Man Rises. It's important for a Ancient in a minute. Talk to Natakis again, and then head down and start the Mysterious Malady side quest. This guy's going to want you to find a doctor. On the way, there will be an underwater cavern, which, in addition to being an underwater objective towards the 42, has Triton's Shell of the Tides in the very back. Make sure you get that. That is Xenia's third treasure hunt item, and you got it before she even asked for it. Way to go. Head down and save the doctor, then go get her stuff off these boats, and then go back and find out that she is your first Ancient, Order of the Ancient, just like a cultist, but DLC. So kill her and get that out the way. We're going to do Revealing the Recruiter next, which is going to end up in a big fight with another Ancient, and also probably a big ruckus with a bunch of mercenaries. There's also an Ancient clue in this fort when you're doing the mission, so make sure you get that. And I finished another contract that I've been working on for a while. Next quest, Whispers Through the Fog. You don't have to kill any of the innocents if you don't say anything. You'll be right next to the next part of Dead Man Rises, so grab the relic out of this military camp. And then before moving on with the story, we're going to mark and unveil the last 4 Ancients, the 5th one story related. The first one's Fratigun the Keeper, which is convenient. She keeps bears because you need that for the next part of the Dead Man Rises quest, so make sure you get the 6 skins or whatever you need. Next up is Conan the Fighter, who lives in a ruin, so that's 4 more Ancient tablets. We're almost done with those. Head into town and turn in your bear skins to complete Dead Man Rises and reveal Icon the Watcher. Kill him in town. And then also Acantha the Deceiver. She will run if she spots you, so if you can stealth kill her, that's great. Go ahead and carry on with the main story, and when you kill the Huntsman, who is a Order of the Ancient, that will complete that thread of those Ancients for this chapter, so you should get a trophy for that, Predator and Prey. Yay! And then you'll have a cutscene. That'll be the end of the DLC, and you'll get the start of a legacy. So we are done with Chapter 1 of the First Blade DLC. So my practice run time split was 12 hours and 50 minutes at this point. We're at 12:36, so we're doing just pretty good. This is usually where I take a break in a run, take a shower, and get a nice meal, probably pizza rolls this time around. And I'm going to go ahead and take a break in the video as well. It's a good stopping point. So we're right at about 15 15 minutes. We're doing really good. We're a few minutes ahead of schedule. We got 27 trophies, 68 ancient tablets. We moved to 23 spots in the mercenary list, which is important because at 24, you get to tier 4, you get that ship discount. So we'll do that and a bunch of other stuff in the next video. We probably should get to the credits and start Atlantis as well. So thanks again for watching. And in the meantime, stay bad, people. Non-gone is gone.